How's it feel being the newest member of Team Bodog?
I'm really excited to try to give an introduction to more women into serious poker playing, and I hope to see Bodog continue to expand and be one of the top 5 sites in the world.
And you said you want to give an introduction to women in poker. This year there's been a lot of women with a lot of success in poker. Annie Duke won the Heads Up Championship, Vanessa Selps won an NAPT event, and then Liv Beret won an EPT event. Why do you think women have had so much success this year? What's changing for women in poker?
I think it's just a matter of women beginning to open up their mind to ideas like gambling. I don't think that many women are really into that. So I think that since it's becoming more popular, especially with the accessibility of online poker, it's something that family people can partake in by staying at home and still being a part of the poker community. I think it's going to open up to more demographics and more accessible they make something. So, I think it's gotten a lot more widespread and it's a growing industry, and hopefully I think over the next couple of years we're going to continue to see this trend with more women crushing. It's going to be great.
And women have been hot with their wins on the poker tour recently. Are there any women on tour that you think are hot physically?
I mean, I think all the young girls are all cute chicks. I mean, anyone that they're marketing on TV is going to have to be, good looking to some extent. So, yeah, I think they're all pretty cute. They're all doing a good job. They're all being taken care of well with their winnings. So, yeah, they're all good.
And how do you think you're going to have longevity in the poker world when it's such a hard thing to maintain winning with all the expenses on the road and everything that goes into being a winning tournament player?
Well, thankfully, now that I'm a sponsored pro, it comes with obvious perks that we get to go to certain events and experience more travel and not have to so much worry about the other aspects of it. Just kind of go out there and do what we do, and that's why they value us as players out there. So I don't really think about that stuff too much. I think the tournament players, it is like a grind. We play all the time, and we make smaller increments of money sometimes being online grinders compared to the live pros. But I think because of that, we learn how to balance our finances and manage our finances much more responsibly. So, I don't really foresee any problems with it, and I'm looking forward to continuing to travel and continuing to play the events that are upcoming.
And you were added to Team Bodog the same week that David Williams left the team or was removed from the team when he had a big win in the WPT Championship. How did it feel being added at the same time and being what some people call the replacement for David Williams?
I don't look at myself as a replacement. They were actually running a promotion for this, before he had won the event, before anything like that even came into talks. So, they were already interviewing me prior to any of that. And, I think that David, players sometimes when they do well in tournaments, they would choose to do the whole free agent circuit and see where, let their career blossom. And I think that that's just what he's doing. He's a great player, and he's going to do the best he can with his career, and he's doing a great job. I mean, look at him, he's crushing. So I think he's going to continue to do well. I'm not worried about him. He's fine.
And Bodog sent out an interesting press release when you were named to the team where they said your nickname was Manderbutt. Where does that come from, or does that have anything to do with any physical attributes of your own?
I do have a butt. Yeah, just a term of endearment I came across in college. My name's Amanda, so Mander was just a short for that, and Manderbutt came together. An ex-boyfriend of mine gave me the nickname, and I always liked it. It was cute. My friends started using it. There you go, be my screen name.
And it also said in the press release that you kind of were taken under the wing by another female poker pro, Anna Robleski.
Yeah.
What was it like learning from her, and what was maybe one of the bigger things that she taught you to be a successful pro?
Well, Anna, I think that Anna was a huge catalyst to my success. She gave me the opportunity to play in events that I would never have been able to afford. And I think that not only from a financial aspect, that was one really huge thing that she helped me with, but also in networking with people. She knew so many great people that really have helped me branch out, and you need several components to all come together in order to be able to do, or to have a level of success in a shorter period of time, which I feel I've been really fortunate to experience. It's only been 3 years that I've been involved in the poker scene. and I think it's all come across very quickly. So I think that it's people like Anna who are willing to, give me an opportunity to, play in the bigger tournaments and help me meet all the people that I want to meet. That just, it pushed me on to, get where I am today in just a short period of time. I feel very, very blessed, and she was one of those people that gave me that big opportunity.
Speaking of success for women in poker, Anna is number 17 on the all-time women's money list for live tournament
awesome.
winnings. Who do you think the top 5 might be in a little quick poker quiz of women's poker trivia?
The top 5.
Who's the leading money winner all-time tournament?
I don't know. I think it was that Linda red hair. I've seen her. I've played tournaments with her.
Linda Johnson?
I don't know.
Is that your final answer for number 1 money win? Give us any of the top 5.
I think, well, from what I know Jennifer Harmon, she really crushes. I don't know if you're talking like live or just.
We're talking live tournaments.
Okay, live tournaments. Yeah, I really.
Kathy Liebert is number 1.
Kathy Liebert, there you go.
Annie Duke's up there. Vanessa Selps, Liv Barry's up there now with her win.
Vanessa Russo did really good in PCA. I saw that she did well in PCA. Yeah, Liv Barry just won the 1.6 EPT.
Do you have any goals for yourself for this upcoming World Series or the year in general?
I mean, the obvious goals that all poker players would want, which is, to hit some good scores and be able to enjoy the success of what we work so hard for. It's an ongoing education in our career choice, is that we have to constantly change the dynamic of the game and adapt. And so, that's just going to be a goal of mine, is to continue to try to be that person and be hopefully get up there with the leading ladies in poker. Some of the names that you mentioned, I would like to be more a part of that community and more active in that community. So hopefully this year will give me the opportunity to branch out from behind the computer screen from which I started from, and give me the opportunity to play more live and get to know that community a little bit more, and understand and respect the live poker, which is really where it all came from. So it'd be great for me to be able to get out there more this year. I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of live poker, have the gentlemen treated you well at the tables playing live?
Yeah, I've had no problems. They're usually pretty talkative and want to chat and have conversations, and it's usually not even about cards. It's just random things they want to talk about. So it's always, it's always a good time, always laughing. And also, I think it's very important. I think that, aggression in poker is something that is super important nowadays as far as game style. And so I think that the women who can be more outgoing and more talkative at the table tend to be a bit more intimidating sometimes. So yeah, I think it's definitely good to be keeping up with talking to the players and being able to entertain the gentlemen at the table.
And do you think it's an advantage having looks or sex appeal for the women in poker?
I mean, obviously it has to be. I mean, guys get distracted so easily, and their primary distraction is women. So if you're a beautiful woman, even if they're at work, you just, men are men. So, but I think, women can get easily distracted too. So I don't really think it's necessarily a gender thing, but I think we're all just kind of flurrying around, and it's so exciting to go play the big events, and everyone's usually so amped, and your adrenaline is up. So no matter, who you're really dealing with, I think you're always going to have high energy going at the poker tables. There's always going to be a couple people that are more laid back, but there are the guys that get out there and are just talking it up and making a storm in the poker room. So you're always going to have that.
Is there anyone that you have kind of your eyes on as a target, or someone that you've had their number and been able to get over on pretty well at the tables?
No.
Or anyone that's had your number and kind of always seems to beat you in every pot?
No, I think it's important to look at times that you might get beat, or you feel like someone is a tough competitor, and be able to analyze that and really use that as a growing tool, instead of looking at it in a kind of a more childish or adolescent mindset where you're going to like get mad at someone for a hand. We're all friends. We're all competing. In the online community that I play in, it's tight knit. The mid and high stake players all know each other, and even our competitors. After we play a hand with them, a couple hours later, after the tournament's over, we all talk strategy together about the hands that we play with one another, and it's very friendly and very accepting. So there's really no grudges that are held in the community that I'm in, at least.
All right, well, best of luck. We hope to see a lot more of you on tour.
Thanks, you too.